Do you find yourself getting upset over relatively small things or triggered by specific occurrences, by specific things that happen? It might be time to explore why that is. A lot of how we interact with the world and experience the world is directly related to our childhoods. And if we find ourselves getting irritated, annoyed, even upset over very specific things, well, yeah, they could be mildly inconveniencing. They aren't a big deal. Then it's likely you had something in your past that maybe wasn't a one-off. It was repeated. Or maybe it was a very significant one-off event that triggers you to this day. For instance, the other day, I took my son to Kreckles, which is a burger joint here in Central Illinois. And he got himself some chicken nuggets. My son's autistic. I'm autistic. And when we got back to the vehicle, I asked him if I could have a nugget. He said, "When we get home, 'cause you're driving." I was slightly annoyed, but okay. Pull in the driveway. We live about a block away from the burger joint. All right, can I have a nugget? In a minute, I want to eat first. I was like, fine. I wasn't too hungry. I wanted to try a nugget. I never get nuggets at Kreckles. Usually I get a burger. And so I just kind of had a craving for one nugget. And the second time, it brought something up in me that was disproportionate to the situation. I didn't explode or anything like that. I didn't, I just, fine, whatever. Went inside. I started doing the dishes. Then, after he had gotten his chicken nugget, he offered me a chicken nugget. I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. You keep your chicken nuggets. Now, to the outside world, this may look like very disproportionate way of handling the situation. This may look like being childish, stuff like that. I reiterate, my son and I are both autistic, but I also have trauma in my childhood, from childhood through adolescence, through early mid-20s. And as I was standing there doing the dishes, I ended up taking the nugget because he was getting upset because I wouldn't take it. So I took the nugget. And as I was standing there doing the dishes, I began to realize why I had such a disproportionate reaction to the event. It wasn't about the chicken nugget. I'm going to use this example in my practice. I'm currently a master's student, clinical counselor in training. I'm going to use this example in my practice. It's not about the chicken nugget. This was about constantly feeling like I'm on hold, like I'm in a holding pattern. For Star Trek fans, like I'm in the buffer system of the transporter, waiting to energize. All my life, I've been on hold for other people. I've had to wait around. When I was younger, my father was supposed to have us every other weekend. I would stand or sit at the living room window, watching, waiting for him to show up. And he rarely did. I'd get a call an hour, 2 to 3 hours after he was supposed to be there, telling me he's sorry he couldn't make it. Same thing with school events, waiting, watching for that one person to show up, and they never do. And it wasn't just with my father. This has been a recurring experience throughout my life with so many people, about the constant waiting, the constant feeling like I have to put my life on hold for everyone else, but no one's willing to do that for me. And so the chicken nugget was just the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. But like I said, it wasn't about the chicken nugget. This was about trauma. This was about reoccurring experiences that have been building over time, and one little bitty thing just kind of brought it out at me. So if you're finding yourself experiencing situations like this, and maybe it's not small things, maybe it's things that you take as big things, maybe it's things that you see as something big, everyone else may not, but it's important to you. It may be time for you to look back on your childhood, look back on your adolescence, your 20s, look back throughout your life and see if you notice a pattern. See if you can connect that experience with any other experiences throughout your life. Once you know this, once you realize where those feelings are coming from, then you can work on bettering yourself.